Hey guys, this is Spencer from Pixel and Bracket, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to change the background color of your artboard and your interface in Adobe Illustrator.
Yeah. Now let me introduce to y'all, it's the one son of a musician refused to fall.
I'm going to cover three different things in this tutorial. The first one is how to just add a quick background color to your artboard. The second one is how to adjust the color of your whole interface. And then the third one is, let's say you're working with white on your artboard. What are you going to do about that if you need it to be transparency? How are you going to work with that? Isn't that really hard to work with white on white? Well, it is, but there is a way to show the transparency, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's get started. The first way to create a color for your artboard is super simple. Just create a rectangle shape that is the size of your artboard. You can click in the upper left and drag it down to the lower right, and now we have a black background. And I can adjust the color of this by adjusting the fill to any color that I want. And if I want to, I can actually lock this in by hitting Command 2 on a Mac, Control 2 on a PC, or I can go over to layers and just create a background layer and literally lock that layer in so I cannot affect the background. That's one way to work with the background color of an artboard. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this out because the next thing I want to show you, if you're looking to change the actual background interface color, go up to Illustrator, Preferences, and then down to User Interface. And from there, you can actually change the brightness of your interface. So whether it's a dark, or I like to stay in this medium area, you can go the opposite way to how Illustrator actually used to be, which is the whiter or lighter canvas color. And then you can change that canvas color if you want. It matches to the interface, so like the dark or the medium. But then you can also just change it to white if you needed that to happen. But I'm just going to match user interface. I'm going to stay on my gray color, and I'll just hit cancel, in fact, so I don't accidentally do anything I don't want to happen. The third thing I'm going to show you is, let's say you're working with something white on your artboard here. So I'm just going to type out Pixel and Bracket, and then we're going to, hitting Command T, that is not what I wanted to do. All right, so Pixel and Bracket here, and then I go and I select white, right? So what if I want to see my text now on this white transparent background? All I need to do is go up to View and then down to Show Transparency Grid, and that's going to show this grid of transparency. It's going to show what is transparent behind my object. Now that's still kind of hard to read, so I can go into Document Setup here, and I can adjust the coloring of my transparency grid. And if I wanted to, I could change this both to the same color, like a black, and next thing I know, I've actually got an entirely black background that is completely transparent that I can use to edit all my white elements. Now I can't see where my artboard is anymore, but I can always adjust that and also switch my view mode to hide that transparency grid to bring my artboard back so I know where that is. But there are different things that you can do to adjust your views and your background colors in Illustrator. I hope you guys learned something in this tutorial. If you have any more questions or comments, post them down below. Subscribe for more tips and tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.